All right, a little bit of an unusual day for us. We drove back from Grandma's house today. Pretty easy drive. The baby slept the entire way, even through a pit stop in Winnebago for lunch, which is amazing. Now I just parked the car. I'm not returning it because we're gonna need it again tomorrow, because tomorrow we are gonna hop in an airplane and go to North Carolina. So we'll basically have 2 weeks away from home. So today we got home. We're gonna unpack from basically the almost week we spent at Grandma's house, repack, and get ready for a week in North Carolina, or like 5 days. So should be good. My wife's going for a work trip, and I'm going along to bring the baby so that the baby doesn't have to be too far away from mom for that long, especially since she's only 3.5 months old. Thought that might be a little bit too young to have them separated. Or rather, I didn't really feel like having to deal with trying to console a baby at nighttime from being away from its mom at this age. So I thought that would be too hard. So we're all going along. My daughter's gonna miss a week of preschool, but I think I'm gonna try and plan some fun activities while we're in North Carolina. And if all else fails, we'll just swim in the pool. This will be Grace's first time flying, but we've been flying with my other daughter since she was about the same age, since she was a little baby. So I thought this would be a good time for some flying with baby tips. The first thing that you need to know is if you're flying with a lap child, which is like a baby that's like this age, 2 years or younger, you don't have to buy them a ticket, but you probably will have to bring their birth certificate, and then you just add them when you check in. It's kind of a weird process, but that's the way you do it. So that way at least they're on like the flight manifest, so that they know that they have, you know, an extra passenger, even though you don't have to pay for her. The next thing is, you know, some people, I've seen it going around on the internet, they bring those like goodie bags for the passengers that are going to be around you, because, you know, babies cry and people are annoyed at babies and stuff. I think that's ridiculous. What we do instead is we fly Southwest. And the main reason for that is, number one, it's easy for us to get to Midway from our house. But the main reason for that is with Southwest, you pick your own seat. And so when we sit down on the plane, we make the baby nice and visible. So if you choose to sit near us, you've chosen to sit near us. So that's kind of how I see it. On the same token, whenever I fly, and I fly Southwest, and even when I'm not with my kids, I always try to sit near the people that have kids, so that way, you know, if their kids are having a hard time, at least there's someone around them that is understanding and can even help out if they need an extra set of hands. So that's something else that I do. I would say another tip for flying with a baby is, another thing that's good about Southwest is when you fly on Southwest, if you have kids under 6, you get to board on family boarding. So no matter what, you get to board at the latest in between A and B groups, which is pretty good. So if it's me and my daughter flying, we can always find 2 seats together. So we don't have to worry about like making sure you check in at the exact right moment or getting early bird check-in. The other thing that we do, however, though, is sometimes my wife will book one itinerary with just her on it, and then we'll book me and my older daughter on there. And so That way we're on, even though we're all 3 tickets to one place, we're on 2 different itineraries. So if we need to, my wife can get early bird check-in on her flight, because you pay by person on the itinerary, you can't just buy one. So she pays 1 early bird check-in, and then she saves seats for us. So like the 3 of us can still get a full row together if all of us are flying. So that's something else that we do. Whatever your diaper bag or activity bag that you're bringing is, make sure it's only half full when you get to the airport, because you're gonna just accumulate things. And so if your diaper bag's full when you get to the airport, you're gonna have a hard time, because kids, they just accumulate stuff no matter where they are. And then there's gonna be snacks that you need to get at the airport, or water bottles or milk or something like that. You're gonna wanna add to that diaper bag, so make sure you have one that's big enough that's only half full when you get there. And then I think probably my final tip would be check more stuff. And you're going to be checking stuff anyway, because we always bring car seats and we check those, because wherever we go, we're going to need to drive somewhere. So you're already checking and you're going to be waiting for the car seat, so get rid of as much stuff as you can in your check bags, which is another good reason to fly Southwest, because they don't charge fees for checked baggage. Because you're going to need hands for holding babies and kids. Airports are big places that require a lot of walking, and even my 4-year-old, she gets tired, so I end up carrying her a lot of the way. I've also switched my roller suitcase to a backpack, so that way I can just wear it on my back, and then I have my hands free for carrying other stuff. So that's pretty much my tips. Other than that, if you can bring, you know, a baby's bottle on board, or if they breastfeed, you know, make sure your baby's mom is there, because that's usually the best thing to soothe a crying baby on an airplane. We're landing.
Yep, ready? We're gonna touch down. Hang on.
Yo, what's going on?